So welcome to Challenge the Road. We're off to see Matt, see the 22B. I just can't wait. I can't wait to see it. But we're heading off to see Matt down in Horseman Den. It's been really nice working with Matt, dealing with local businesses, especially people who are starting their business for the first time, helping them, you know, like the help I had when I was younger, when I first started Active and ILG and businesses I've got now. So yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's really nice. And I don't know how this car's going to look. I've only seen a few little pictures on my phone that Matt sent me, so I'm the same as you. I'm going to see it for the first time. I can't wait to get down there. We're here, Unique Vehicle Repairs, and he's hopefully got my 22B. There's these moments I love with cars where you have to restore a car, respray a car, do stuff to it, but he told me to knock on here, which I'll do. Oh, there we go. Wow. Just look at that. That is awesome. We had that problem with the bumper, that's all done. And the quality, he said it would be like a mirror glass finish. It seems like there's hardly any orange peel. And the other car had quite a lot, but this looks amazing. And it's so nice to see these cars back to almost better than when they left the factory at Subaru. And you see the scratches on here, they've all gone. Looks fantastic, doesn't it? See, we left the GB logo, Subaru logo there, because we're going to put a Challenge the Road sticker there. Look at the rubbers on there, they look brilliant. Didn't even really notice them before, but looks absolutely fantastic. So Matt, it's done.
Yes.
You happy?
Very, very happy. It's gone very well.
I'm really happy with it. I mean, you said to me that you get that orange peel out. Do you want to talk to me a bit about how you do that?
Well, in the factories, when they paint the cars, the robots, they just paint it and it's straight out. And the guns are quite far back and it gives it an orange peely effect. So when I paint, I'll paint it and then I'll flat the whole car back down afterwards and then buff it all back up. I saw
you do that, and it's almost like it looks sort of white.
Yeah. And then buff it all back up, and that will give you the glass like finish.
How many times would you do that? Well, until you're happy, or?
Yeah, well, you'd flat it all down, and then you'd probably go over it a couple of times, buffing it to get the flatting marks out.
Because I noticed on the other car when I went back home after the first time, there's orange peel all over the fight, but this one looks, we can just see in here, it's just like glass like you said, across there. So was there any sort of difficult bits on the car? Or, I mean, it was very good condition, wasn't it? I was lucky.
It was very good condition and we was lucky. It went very, very smoothly. Even the side skirts, like you said to me, they're always not on properly, but we've got them on really nice and tight. So it's gone really, really well. And yeah.
Those side skirts, I noticed, like, I didn't really notice that blue rubber there all the way along. Yeah. And now it actually looks really, it's come up really well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I was worried about that.
Yeah.
Is that the big problem, is clips? and old rubbers coming off here and then not being able to get them? Is that the worry?
That is the problem. Clips breaking and not getting them, especially them rubbers, hard to get. So if you take them off, they can tear. But we were lucky. We did all right.
And I know with the back of the car, we're going to replace that lining as well.
Yes.
And we found out it was just a standard Subaru Impreza back,
yeah.
but obviously not big enough to fit a 22B,
yeah.
but we can put that on and get that right. One of the tough bits was this roof, because obviously there was a lot of bolts in this air vent. Was it 6 bolts?
8.
8, and then
bolts.
the aerials?
Yeah, so sorry, 6 bolts,
yeah.
And holes for the 2 aerial holes, so 8 holes.
And you say you put a metal plate underneath to get that finish?
Yeah, we put plates underneath, okay. And then filled the top.
Okay, it looks absolutely perfect now, doesn't it, across there? You can see that finish. You took a lot of the stickers off, but we left a few. Just this GB, the Subaru, because normally they'd have a McRae and grist on here, but we're going to put a Challenge the Road sticker there. Back spoiler, obviously that had quite a few scratches and bits.
A bit of a crack in the top, so we fixed that as well.
And was that bolted?
Yes, so bolted on at the back, and then it's bolted on through the tops there.
And that come off quite easy?
Not too bad. We thought it was going to be hard, didn't we? And it was all right. So yeah, it wasn't too bad.
And the bits you gave me to clean up, I mean, they cleaned up absolutely immaculate, which was great. I know they had protectors on the front glass as well, which really helped. But yeah, it's come up lovely, hasn't it?
It's gleaming. Really, really happy.
So just going that extra mile, I know when you took the wheels off, you cleaned the calipers for me.
Yes.
But you also done some bits under the arches?
Yes, we cleaned out all the arches because they had all flaky paint and all sorts of stuff under there. So we cleaned them all out, rubbed them all down and blacked them all out, so all nice and clean and black.
It looks much nicer under there. And so on the car, it had like a black, not a wax oil, is it a wax oil?
Yeah, it is a wax oil.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So we cleaned all that up and...
it looks much nicer under there now. Then back of the car, I say bumpers went back on pretty easily. Back spoiler was fine, looks immaculate. So I'm really pleased the rest of the car, like the lights. Badge went on okay. That was one of our worries, wasn't it? But that went on brilliantly. But yeah, just to say, you know, thank you so much to yourself and for Jamie putting the car back. I think it looks amazing. And when we go to shows with this car, one, it shows your skills in spraying and painting cars, but also being a Challenge the Road. It's a unique car, unique
vehicle
repairs. But this is like a unicorn now, and it's just so nice to have it absolutely perfect for all them shows.
My pleasure, anytime.
So one bit I was really conscious of is how you finish in here. I know we spoke about this on the first video, but it looks like obviously it hasn't been resprayed, if you know what I mean, in a good way. So where did you cut into here?
So we blew down to this line here where it was originally. So as you can see, the dark colour's there, and then just off this edge here is where the fresh paint stops.
And then you go into like this darker blue, which is just like, would be an undercoat?
Yeah, basically an undercoat or primer.
Right, okay.
A lot back in that sort of era, that sort of time these were made, they all did engine bays in the primer or an undercoat and just painted the outside and left it.
And that would almost have been where they would have painted into probably originally.
Yeah, well on the factory line, all the panels would have been on. They just would have shut them and just painted them.
Yeah,
so it would have been no masking. Would have been just left.
I saw these bits on here.
Yeah,
see these bits of blue, but the original car's got that as well.
That's where they didn't mask.
Yeah, and I assumed it was maybe the front had been resprayed or something, but obviously it hasn't. No. And one of the great things with this car is it hasn't had much accident damage, if at all, but has been, you know, the front bumper's probably just been resprayed and bits have been done over time. I
didn't see any major accident damage, just cosmetic, you know, a few bumps and dents and scratches, that's all. So everything else looks pretty original.
And I say it drives really nice as well. But yeah, I love the front of this car, and it's just nice to know that, because I was obviously talking to you about that with other cars I've resprayed where that attention to detail's not quite there, and you get a bit of overspray here when people do it.
Yeah.
Right, one of the tricky bits was this 22B badge, which Matt kindly took off for me, and I'm just going to finish off the car now by putting this on, hopefully not too wonky. So he's lined it up for me. Let's put that there, roughly about there. Get that there. I think I'm pretty happy with that. That's the 22B, almost finished. We've just got the inside to do now.